And I'm back for another episode of Pokemon Light Platinum. In the last episode, we made it through Mount Zeri and witnessed the leader of Team Steam get arrested by Steven and the Pokemon police. In this episode, we're hopefully going to make it to the next town and do some cool stuff. So, it looks like we got to take on this guy. And apparently the rain is part of this guy's training, which I guess would be pretty weird because you could get pneumonia being in the rain too long, but maybe I shouldn't talk about sickness and stuff because, you know, that's not very Pokemon-esque, I guess. Anyway, Pidgeotto level 38 against Barney level 43. We're just going to hit this thing with a Thunder Punch, which will hopefully take it out in one hit. So there we go, down goes that Pidgeotto. And that should be level 44 for Barney, which is great. And it is. So, Barney grows to level 44. Next Pokemon is going to be Krokorok, so we're going to go with... who will I go with here? Let's go for Scorpio. I think Scorpio could probably take this thing, even though I don't really have any good moves. Only Headbutt will probably be able to do decent damage to it, but we'll just give it a shot anyway, I guess. And Intimidate is going to cut my attack. I forgot that Scorpio didn't even have a lot... I forgot Scorpio didn't have full HP, but... Again, I think we should be able to take this thing. So Headbutt does just a little less than half. Crunch is not very effective because we're a Dark type, so that does little damage. Gonna hit it up with another Headbutt because that should take it out. Well, it won't take it out, it'll probably do enough. Oh, he has 1 HP left, so I was very close when I said it took it out, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. Hopefully he doesn't use, like, a potion or anything, that would be pretty annoying. So yeah, I have my fingers crossed here. Alright, good, he didn't heal up, so down goes Krokorok to 3 Headbutts. Next Pokemon is going to be Nidoran Male, and really, a Nidoran Male. You come at me with a Pidgeotto and a Krokorok, and your last Pokemon is a Nidoran Male on level 38. Come on now, where's the skill? Where's the Pokemon trainer vibe? This is meant to be challenging here. One Earthquake should take this thing, and does. So yeah, no challenge at all there, which is pretty annoying. But you know, well, I guess it wasn't annoying. I guess sometimes it's good to get through stuff really easily. So, what's this guy say? He's looking for a Luxio in this grass. It's an electric type. That is true. And this guy says he's looking to buy a good rod, but it's really hard to find. I have a good rod. I could sell you mine, so I'm never going to use it. Anyway, another trainer battle here. And this rain is ruining her hair, which is really annoying with girls, because their hair, they get really annoyed when they're wet, when their hair gets wet. And why am I talking about that? But yeah, I know most girls don't like their hair getting wet, which is why I always proceed to throw a whole bucket of water over their head, which is actually pretty funny, even though I never do that. Why would I? I'm just lying to you guys now, and lying is wrong. Anyway, Muddy Water missed. So, I should be able to take this thing with 1 Razor Leaf. And Bulbapedia is only really my main Pokemon that can take on Gastrodons, which is annoying, but, you know, it just goes that way sometimes. Anyway, down goes Gastrodon. And again, not a lot of experience, which is a big surprise because Gastrodon is like a strong Pokemon. Next Pokemon is a Hypno, so I'm going to go with he's not Scorupia anymore, he's a Drapion. We're going to go with Scorpio, that's what I meant to say. And Hypno is on level 38. And has anyone ever seen that Hypno's Lullaby song? Because if you haven't, I really, really wouldn't recommend looking it up. It is very, very creepy, and it really scared me whenever I watched it. And I'm 19 years old, so if I get scared by it, then, I mean, unless people don't get scared real easy, it really scared me, so I really wouldn't recommend watching it. Unless you like creepy stuff, then by all means go ahead and watch, but for those that are easily scared, I wouldn't, because the voice in it is really creepy, and the whole theme behind the song is creepy as well. Anyway, next Pokemon is going to be Gible. We're going to go with Elegance because it has Ice Beam, which is 4 times effective on Gible, and we'll take it out in 1 hit. So in comes Gible. It's on level 38, so we're still pretty over-leveled, I guess, but not as over-leveled. We're in around the same range, except for Elegance and Bulbapedia, who are obviously a little stretch ahead of everyone else. Anyway, there goes that Gible. And yeah, Arcaflame is just going to keep the experience share for the time being, so I want to get it up a few levels, maybe till it's on level 45. It's on level 43 now, so yeah, I might leave it on it till it's on level 45. Let's just check. It's still a good bit away from level 44, which is annoying. That's the one thing that annoys me about Growlithe. They are pretty hard to train up. Anyway, Nidoran is... Which Nidoran? There's boys and girls. Anyway, when it rains, it gets irritated. Let's grab this Super Potion, which restores 50 HP. See if we got anything around here. There's a bug catcher. I think there's another route we could take over this way, so we'll just take a look. And we have another trainer to take on here. So we're going to try and take on all the trainers and just get some valuable experience. So here we have Cool Trainer Juan with a Nidorina on level 38. So Barney is going... I'm not going to... Well, he's going to think about... Oh, I'm talking too fast. I was thinking about using Flamethrower. I'm just going to go for Swift. Hopefully that doesn't activate Poison Point. And, oh great, Poison Sting. What are the odds we get poisoned? Oh right, I'm totally surprised at that. Actually, I thought we would get confused automatically. Or not confused, poisoned. Because, you know, poison always seems to happen. Anyway, next Pokemon is Huntail, so I'm just going to stay with Barney, hit this thing with a Thunder Punch. And wow, that makes Huntail look pretty badass. Usually it looks pretty, like, weak and stuff, but that really makes it look cool with that sprite. I don't know what sprite that game is from, unless it's a custom sprite. Maybe it's Generation 4 sprite? I don't know. Anyway, we take it out with one Thunder Punch. And the next Pokemon is going to be a Gorbis, and... for anyone who's watched my Pokemon online battles, you know I love Gorbis. My Gorbis mystery is a bit of a sweeper whenever I get a Rain Dance and Tail Glow up. And it's using Psychic, which is going to do decent damage because Gorbis is a very strong special attacker. So Thunder Punch will hopefully take this thing out as well. And does, so I need to use a Hyper Potion on Barney after this. And there we go, and my ear is itchy, but I can't itch it because my headphone is like covering it, so that's really annoying. I'm going to have to wait until the episode's over. Anyway, let's just use a Hyper Potion on Barney. And there we go, back to full health. And we'll see what's going on over here. There's a trainer here, but she doesn't battle. Alright. Alright, so let's just take on this bug catcher, I guess. And yeah, my ear is really itchy, so if you hear any noise here, I'm sorry. There we go, that's so much better. Anyway, Butterfree, level 38. And I could use Flamethrower, but it won't do as much damage because of the rain. We're just going to go for it anyway. And it's going to do just half. And Psybeam is going to do not a lot of damage. Butterfree's not that strong a Pokemon, so nothing to worry about. I can't remember if Butterfree is Bug and Flying or just Bug. We'll go for Thunder Punch, and if it's super effective, I'm going to be pretty ticked I didn't go for Thunder Punch. Yep, it's super effective. I should have went for Thunder Punch right off the bat. Doesn't really matter though. Next Pokemon is Heracross. What an awesome Pokemon Heracross is. Let's go for Scorpio again. And yeah, I honestly think that out of my Pokemon, Milotic, Drapion, and Electivire are probably my three favorites. They're the Pokemon I'd probably use in like every game if I had the opportunity. They're so strong and really good Pokemon. And actually it's my first time ever using Drapion and Milotic ever, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, just looking at them, they have like really awesome designs and stuff. They just look really cool to me. So they'd be really awesome to use in other Let's Plays, even though I don't, if I was doing other Let's Plays, I wouldn't like to use the same Pokemon over and over again. It just seems sort of, you know, repetitive. Anyway, level 44 for Arc Flame. And Scorpio gets some experience. Final Pokemon is Pinsir. That's another cool looking Pokemon that I really like. And we're just going to hit this thing with a Sludge Bomb as well because it's super effective. And there's no PP left. I should have been paying attention. We'll just go for Shadow Ball, which doesn't do a lot. And it's going to Revenge Kill me, I think. Oh, wow, we survived at 1 HP. Or 2 HP. Let's just try and hit it with a Headbutt, I guess. I can just use a Revive on Scorpio if he dies. And, wow, we get a flinch. Oh, I wonder if we could get 2 flinches in a row and then finish it off with a third Headbutt. That would be pretty awesome. Or even a critical hit. And, whoa, we're actually going to do it. Wow. That's totally weird. I never actually expected that to happen. Anyway, there we go. Pinsir is defeated. And, yeah, that's Bugcatcher George defeated. That is really weird. I don't know what I was... The likelihood of that happening is very minimal, so I'm really surprised that it happened. Anyway, I think I may have a Lepa Berry. I hope I do. No, I don't. Do I have any Ethers or anything? I have an Elixir here, which I can use on Scorpio, which will restore PP. So, let's see if we got anything around here. Another trainer to battle. And yeah, it's time for a battle. So, another bug catcher with a Ariados on level 38. We're gonna just hit this thing with a Thunder Punch and hopefully get Barney to level 45, which would be sweet. And if it does, I will then switch probably into Godzilla to take on the rest of her team if she's a buck catcher. So, one more Thunder Punch will finish this thing off. Luckily, that Fury Swipe's missed, even though I don't expect it would have done a lot. So, down goes Ariados. And that is level 45 for Barney, which is great. Next Pokemon is going to be Heracross, so I won't switch in here. I'm actually going to go for... who should I go for here? Scorpio again, I guess. I don't know why it took me so long to decide on a Pokemon. I could have just went for Scorpio. I don't know why I waited like a few seconds. So, level 38 Heracross, I couldn't use Godzilla against that thing because it wouldn't have done a lot, so... yeah, Sludge Bomb is still... I thought Sludge Bomb would be very effective, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, Ice Smash doesn't do a lot. I really need a Pokemon to, like, learn... Is that a fighting move? Is that kind of like Brick Break or something? I don't know. Anyway, finish that off with a Sludge Bomb. Next Pokemon is going to be a Pinsir, so... yeah, we'll go with Godzilla. Hopefully this thing doesn't have, like, Brick Break or anything, because that would be annoying. So, in comes Pinsir, level 38. I'm going to just hit this thing with Rock Slide. And it has Ice Smash, which is going to be like 4 times effective and more than likely take out my... Alright, sorry Godzilla. I underestimated you. Here's hoping we can take this Pinsir out. And wow, it's going to be a fight to a finish. I wonder if we can take another Ice Smash. If we can, that'd be pretty good. I don't think we will though. Nope, unlucky Godzilla. You almost got it, but 2 Ice Smashes was just too much. Let's go for Arc of Flame. And we get in. Alright, he has Hyper Cutter, so that prevents Intimidate from working. That's fine. So let's just go for... I think Flamethrower will still take it out despite the rain, so that's good. Yep, there goes Pinsir. So, one more Pokemon left. And Arc of Flame gets a lot of experience for that. Next Pokemon is Scyther. Another really cool Pokemon that I like. Especially Caesar, its evolved form is really cool. So level 38, Scyther, we're going to go for Flamethrower, which again won't do as much because of the rain, but Scyther isn't the best special defensively. So it does just over half. Slash, doesn't do too much, so another Flamethrower will take this thing out. And hopefully we'll be able to finish off this battle. There we go, so down goes Scyther. And nearly level 45, well, it's still a decent chunk away, but almost. So, let's, this one doesn't battle. This trainer up here does, though. And wow, she's electric type Pokemon. I have Barney at the front, so we're not going too bad. If only, I might use a max revive on Pupitar because, we do have Earthquake, which would be good against the electric type Pokemon. So I might take on Luxio with, or Luxio, whatever. Yeah, I'll use just a regular revive because I have like 20 of those wherever they are. There we go, 19. I have 19 revives. So we'll just revive Godzilla. And we're going to take a Roar. Hopefully it'll switch me into Godzilla, fingers crossed. Alright, Bulbapedia. I was about to call it Brute Root, which is actually a pretty cool name for Venusaur. But whatever, let's just go for Razor Leaf and hopefully take this thing out. Actually, now considering, I might change its name to Brute Root because I really like that name. Anyway, critical hit takes out Luxio. Next Pokemon is going to be Electabuzz, which I know isn't the best defensively, so we're going to go with Godzilla. And Earthquake should take this thing. So it's level 38. And we're going to go for Earthquake, which will hit after Quick Attack, does 6 damage. And Earthquake will take this thing out, I assume. And it does, so way to go, Godzilla. It's another battle for you. And we defeat that cool trainer. So, let's see what we have around here. There's some berries we can get, and we need cut, don't we? Alright, Red is going to cut them down for us. That's good. Look, you're here again. I think it's destiny is branding us as rivals on our journeys. Today I'll show you the results of my training. Oh great, another battle with Red. Alright, so last time we battled him back in Dardusk Woods, he had 2 Pokemon, now he has 3, and he leads with Shelgon. That is level 42. So I'm going to retreat into Elegance and take it out with an Ice Beam. So we're going to get a hit here. We're going to get hit by whatever move it uses, unless it uses like Protect or something, which would be good. And he used Agility, so I don't think it'll even outspeed my low tick anyway, so I'm good for that, I think, hopefully. So Ice Beam, and we're still faster than it even though it used Agility, so that was a bit of a waste. And we take it out with a critical hit. I actually think that would have been a 2-hit kill, so it's a good thing we got the critical. Anyway, wow, that's really not a lot of experience for a thing. Anyway, Scyther is next. I am going to go with Barney, I think. Yeah, I'll go with Barney. Man, why didn't I go with Godzilla? I could have used Rock Slide. It doesn't matter anyway. Let's go for Barney and hit it with Thunder Punch. So, Scyther is level 42. And I think his last Pokemon is probably going to be Lucario. It should be, or even probably Pikachu. Anyway, Thunder Punch takes out Scyther. And the final Pokemon on the roster is going to be Arc Flame level 45. That's not his team member though. Lucario, as I expected. So let's go for Arc Flame to try and take this thing out, even though Flamethrower won't do as much in the rain. So, Trainer Red's in Lucario, level 43. We have Intimidate to cut its attack stat. And hopefully we'll be able to take this thing out with a Flamethrower or 2. And it's using Reversal for some reason. And that does really pathetic damage, so I don't know why you would use that. Flamethrower is going to do well over half, so another one will finish it off, and we will be good to take out his Lucario. And that'll be a pretty quick battle against Red. So Reversal does, well, it did a lot more that time. I did Diz, I meant to say does, but whatever. Anyway, another Flamethrower takes that out. And there we go, so we defeat Red. And wow, he's talking. I never realized that. I know someone pointed out to me before that he speaks, but he's really talking a lot now. He's meant to just say nothing and stand there, but whatever. And Repel wore off. And we're still not at the next city. Wow, that's sort of annoying. We're nearly there, unless both of these, I think that, oh wait, he doesn't battle, he's moving around. Poliwrath is both fighting and water type, what a great mix. And he's in for the, yep, alright, how much further to the next city? Because I don't know where I should wrap it up. I want to get to the next city and then wrap it up, but yeah, we have another trainer battle here. Maybe that's the last trainer, so let's just head over here and see if there's another way up there. Nope, that's a dead end. So one more trainer to battle. And let me actually take the experience share off Arc Flame now that it's level 45. We're going to just throw it onto Elegance. Or not Elegance, Godzilla. What am I talking about? So, there we go. Let's take on this trainer. And that's her goal as a trainer, to battle every trainer. I think that's what she said. So, she only has one Pokemon, and it's Pikachu. Level 39. Alright, so nothing to worry about. I probably could have went with Godzilla. Actually, I will go with Godzilla now that I mentioned that. So, in comes Godzilla. And it's used Agility. It's going to outspeed me anyway, because I'm a rock type, so I'm not very fast. And Earthquake is definitely going to take this thing out. So maybe it was a good thing I thought, wow, Agility again. That is just totally pointless, because you're going to get hit with Earthquake, which will more than likely finish off this Pikachu, because it's not the best defensively. So there we go, one Pokemon, and it wasn't even that hard. So we defeat Triathlete Larissa. And we get a lot of money for that, actually. Wow, for beating Pikachu. And we're still not there yet, unless we're like right on the outside. There's a, wow, okay, this route is so long, but I'm gonna try and get it done in this episode anyway, so here's hoping we can get through here. Alright, she's using water types, so I can just stay with Godzilla, not Godzilla, wow, really? Barney is what I meant to say. And Remoraid, level 38. So we'll just hit this thing with a Thunder Punch, and hopefully take it out in one hit. And we're running out of Thunder Punches, which is fantastic. So, down goes Remoraid. Next Pokemon is going to be a Wartortle. That is on level 38. That should be a Blastoise. But it doesn't really matter. Thunder Punch will hopefully take this thing out in one hit. And does. So we're still like one-hitting guys, even though the route is still fairly long, but at least we're one-hitting guys and taking them out really quickly. So another decent amount of money for that trainer, and we can grab this magnet, which will boost electric type attacks, so I might throw that on Barney eventually. Miltank and a Tauros, no one want a Snorlax to beat the team of normal Pokemon. Another trainer, fantastic. On behalf of campers, I'll win. Wow, this route is so long. And there's not even like a Pokemon Center or anywhere to like rest up on the way there. Anyway, Girafarig is level 38. And we're just going to stay with Barney and hit it with 2 Swifts. So, Swift does over half, another one will finish it off. Stomp does decent damage, gets a critical hit, and it would have, yeah, I guess because Barney isn't the best defensively, it would have done decent damage anyway. But a second Swift takes out that. Next Pokemon is going to be Murkrow, so I'm just going to stay with Barney and Thunder Punch it. I really want to just do one hits and move on quickly, because I don't want this episode to drag on for such a long time. Thunder Punch will hopefully take this thing out in one hit. And it does, so we get a critical hit even though we didn't need it. And that should be level... Alright, never mind. Not a lot of experience for beating a Murkrow. I thought we would have gotten some more than 100 and something. And she's looking for Luxio, that's what someone said to start, and wow, another trainer to battle. I really hope we're near the city, because that will really... there was a sign that said we were nearly there, I think. Anyway, Black Belt Mark with a Machoke, level 38. And we're nearly level 46 with Barney, so that's good. We're going to hit this thing with Thunder Punch, even though we're sort of running out of them. And it's going to be a 2-hit KO. We're going to have 30 HP after this. And then we should finish it with Swift, so that's good. So down goes Machoke. And that is level 46. Next Pokemon is going to be a Poliwrath. Let's just stay with Barney. I don't see the point in switching, seeing as I have Thunder Punch, which will probably take this thing out in one hit. So we'll go for Thunder Punch. And take it out in one hit, so that's fantastic. And now we can move on, so see you later, Marek. My Pichu and I are relaxing here, whatever. Wow, another battle. My word. This is a long episode. So here we have a Parasol Lady with a Octillery level 38. Good thing we have Barney at the front. Again, Thunder Punch will take this thing out, I hope. And we only have one left, so yeah, we've got to make sure we take it out here. And we do, so down goes that. Next Pokemon is going to be Lopunny. So I'm going to go with, I'm not really sure here. We'll go with Scorpio, I guess. I need to train up some of my other Pokemon, so Scorpio is next in line, I guess. And he's nearly level 46 as well, so that's good. Anyway, Lopunny is level 38. Just going to go for Sludge Bomb and hope that we take it out. And we do, so wow, that's really lucky. And yeah, Godzilla should be nearing level 46 soon, which is good. So let me just switch my party around. I'm going to put Scorpio to the front and take the experience share, or Lucky Egg from Barney, and put it on my Drapion. And great, a rival battle again. This time it's Lunok. I don't even remember battling this guy. Oh wow, I could have said no. But whatever. I don't even know what would have happened if I said no. And he has 3 Pokemon, one of which is Infernape, level 43. So we'll go for Sludge Bomb. And Fury Swipes does 5 damage each turn. Or 6. Or, wow, I don't know. It kept switching from 5 and 6. Anyway, Sludge Bomb will hopefully take it out. And yeah, it's going to be a 2-hit KO, so another one will finish it off. And he withdrew Infernape and switches into Gabite. Fantastic. So Sludge Bomb is going to be not very effective on this thing. Yet still does in around the same damage it did to Infernape, so that's really good. Even though it got a critical hit. Let's just hit it with a Shadow Ball to finish it off. And there we go, down goes Gabite. And level 46. Next Pokemon again, he's sending in Infernape, which is down on low HP. So, we're gonna hit this thing with a Sludge Bomb. And Mach Punch, the priority Mach Punch. He is gonna be useless because he's still getting taken out with a Sludge Bomb. And the final Pokemon is Luxray, so gonna go with Godzilla, who I hope can take a move from this thing, because he is on low HP. So Luxray level 43, Intimidate. That could ruin my Earthquake plan, but we'll just have to see. And Godzilla is nearly level 45, so that's great. Crunch is not very effective, I think. Alright, it's regular. I don't think we become a Dark type till it evolves into Tyranitar, so that's alright then. And wow, this is sort of a fight to the finish again with Godzilla. He seemed to like going head to head with stuff. And why would you use Scary Face? You have the potential to take me out with Crunch, but you reduce my speed and you're going to let me hit you with Earthquake, which is super effective and is more than likely going to finish you off. So fine, whatever, I'll take that. I have no problem, I'll accept that. And there we go, level 45 for Godzilla. So, I don't even remember battling that guy the first time. Is that the guy with Solana or whatever? He's gonna go to the World Championship, so I think we're gonna be hitting up that whenever we get the chance. What does this sign say? Alright, Serenity City is up here, so I'm really hoping it's right here. Yes, it is. Finally, and great, there's something going on here. I think I'm actually gonna wait a second and go explore that in the next episode. So, I'm just gonna heal up first in case we have any battling to do. Because we did a lot of battling in this episode. This episode was just full of battles. Yeah, heal up Godzilla, Barney, and Arc Flame as well. So here's the Hyper Potion on Arc Flame, and with all my Pokemon healed up, I don't really need to. Actually, I'll just use like a Super Potion or something on Scorpio. So there we go. And now that all my Pokemon are healed up, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So yeah, this around 28-minute video, I guess can make up for the non-episode that well, I didn't do an episode yesterday, so I guess I can make up for that. So I would like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next episode, we're gonna go to Serenity City. So I will see you guys then, and I will see you for more shortly enough. See you later.